Well. That feeling, I can't remember the last time that I woke up with a slight feeling of dread, subconscious dread, right? Woke up this morning, lying there, a couple of seconds, I'm thinking, what gives? Open my eyes, I cannot remember what the last thing I did before I went to bed was. And it obviously was, with all due respect to Mr. Tyson, I clearly said when I started last night's reels that it just happened. I was already in barbecue mode, had a couple of red wines, but I ended up posting 27 minutes worth onto Instagram, which went onto Facebook. And when I woke up, I was not fully aware, but I looked at what I'd done and I stand by every single word. But there are a couple of things. First of all, to the flat earthers. When I explain things, like I was explaining, reminding Neil that second is a man-made construct, and that the sun is our original passage of time marker, our keeper, right? Now, I said, sun goes round Earth, daybreak, sunset, daybreak, presuming it's a round planet. Whenever I explain these things, I explain them because using the round analogy, because it's what I'm used to. It's what I think. Not as much as I used to, but I have to presume it's round, right? So when I do the explanations, I come across, and I bet loads of you flat earthers going, yeah, but it's fucking not. I am not saying that Earth is round. But when I explain something like the sun movements I'm used to, I'm presuming that it's round. I wouldn't put a lot of money on either one at the moment, right? And there is something about that. And I got thinking about this less than an hour ago. If we are spinning in a vacuum, it's weird, isn't it, that it is a vacuum out there, and that our atmosphere is poof, edged up. Troposphere, the first level of atmosphere. See, I'm cleaning up my mess. Right? The troposphere. So it's strange. You've got the troposphere, the stratosphere, all these layers, and then into a vacuum. You'd think the vacuum and the first layer would, and the vacuum in the second layer would just, we're in a vacuum. It's weird, isn't it? It's like we've got the layers of something protecting us from a vacuum. Anyway, for another day. Troposphere is the first 11 kilometers, and then that went on to the roly papers, didn't it? I said I had a roly paper, and I said, this is the depth of the oceans, yada, yada, yada. Well, I have since then, as one does, because this is what we do, don't we? When we wake up with a feeling of dread, we ring our friends, apologise for the damage. We don't know where the car is or the keys, but we will get to them, at least an update by lunchtime. This is easy. I think it's an army thing. Everybody's done it. But when it's every weekend, you wake up and go, oh, what the fuck have I done now? And the door comes flying open. Sergeant Major wants to see you now. Taff wants to see you now. Don't go anywhere near the cookhouse. You're banned for a month. And the German police will be at the guard room at 10 o'clock. It's like, what the fuck? I'm never drinking again. And it's always a drink. One of these has an average thickness of 0.1 of a millimeter. 10 of them are 1 millimeter. There are 100 in a centimeter. Now, I said, stick in one, that'll be the depth of the oceans. I was talking about 11 Ks. If we divide Earth's diameter by the 11 kilometers, we get 1,158 depths of 11 kilometers. If we divide the 30 centimeters, which is this diameter here, by 1,158, 11 kilometers would be 0.259 of a millimeter. That means that's 1, that's 0.2 of a millimeter. So we'd have to kind of skin that in half, 2.5, and that would be, we'll call that 2.5. That would be 11 kilometers depth. And another 3. So if you had 6, this is factual, right? It's not made up. So if we put 6 together, so 2.5 of them they're 0.25 millimeters, right? That is what 11 kilometers is. So what we want is 5. If we get 5 of these, right, this is how you realize how thick, thin, big things are. And it's about common sense. 5 of these together, like that, put on here, right, nice and stuck together. That right there is the depth down to 11 kilometers and 11 kilometers above. That's the troposphere and the depth of the oceans. 5 roly papers. 5 roly papers. All right? So that is me coming good with my mistakes. All right? So still, that's not too far off, is it? If 11 kilometers deep is 0.25 of a millimeter, then it's 2.5 of those. The 2 of them together, so another 11 Ks up, it's 5 of them, isn't it? Right, so let's get rid of that one. Done flat earths, letting them know that I'm not saying it's round. All the lies, who knows? El Consul. I began last night with me going like this. Had these boots since I was 15 or 16, I think it was. El Consul, one of my best mates in Spain, still there now, Mallorca, he used to fix our shoes. He was top shoe man. He would have fixed these and put the leather that's on the bottom of those. Gaby, El Consul. Aquí abajo, me los reparaste tú el siglo pasado. See, I'm just saying that he fixed these boots last century. Oh, the memories. So, that's that. And then, any doubts that I was barking up the wrong tree? Migrating animals. Migrating animals, a reason for Earth to slow. Mamma mia. Now, this is about common sense. And water sloshing, ice melting, rubbish. 12,742 kilometers. The crust is at thickest 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers. The ocean at its deepest is 11 kilometers, right? The average depth of the oceans is 4 kilometers. Just because there's a patch that goes down 11 doesn't mean it's all 11. Oh! The average depth of all of the oceans is 4 k's. That means that one of these would be, if we've got 0.259 millimeters is 1158 of those. So that would mean that one of these is about 3. Look, the average depth is more than one of these, but less than 2 in thickness. Right? That's the average depth of the oceans. 2/3 of the planet, 2/3 of the surface of the planet, look how thin. It's like it would all just shake off. There is not enough water to alter Earth's anything as it's spinning. As the moon is making the tides do this and that, there is simply not enough water, not enough weight, mass to alter anything that planet Earth does, right? It's common sense. It doesn't matter what your man says, it's illogical. It defies common sense. And as usual, you know what's going on? 2 things going on. They're lying about this stuff, but they're also claiming knowledge that cannot be known. So not only are they're claiming it's all the quantum world and the billionths of this and it's rubbish. They're claiming that stuff constantly, right? But they're lying. Now, the only benefit of the doubt I'll give him in the whole 11 minutes is when he spoke about the planet's core, possibly having something to do with why it's either speeding up or slowing down. Now listen to this before we're going to go outside and do a quick something I prepared earlier.
Looking gun that's speeding Earth up one day versus another does not make it mysterious. It means let's go to all of the factors that we know of. Could there be a factor we haven't considered yet? Maybe, but unlikely, because we've been in the business.
Maybe, but unlikely. Is there a factor out there that could have something to do with the planet slowing or speeding up, right, that we don't know about? This is what I'm talking about. They reckon they've got everything wrapped up. They are claiming common sense, claiming knowledge that cannot be known.
They've been doing this for 50 years. The universe brims with mysteries, don't get me wrong. But the forces that are altering Earth's rotation are not among them. This is tracked daily. We compare the rotation of the Earth to the atomic clock daily. And we know these numbers.
Show us. Show me the numbers. Show me how you work this out daily. I have no regrets in what I did last night. Neil, anytime, anywhere. My common sense against your horseradish science. It really triggers me. The way that they, Now, this, about momentum. Obviously, planet Earth would spin a lot slower. slows right down. How about asteroid? Stuff hitting it. Here's a trick shot. Didn't go in. That one went in. Did it even? Did it even? Fudge! I'm doing this not to show my prowess as a knife thrower. Where's the other one gone? But to show an asteroid, right? Things like that smashing into the planet. We are a big planet if we're round, right? Now, this is more with all of the oceans, right? Once something of this size is spinning, animals migrating from the north, crossing the equator and going south, having anything to do with the rotation, the slowing of speed. I can't say it. I can't say it. I must be in the twilight zone. I'll clearly make this very, very clear right now. Where's my stick? Make something very clear. Right, you're dismissed. My common sense doesn't care about your science, Mr. Tyson, because any science that claims that migrating animals moving from north to south on this planet is reason enough to alter the planet's rotational speed on its axis is insane. It's an insult to people's intelligence. The same as ice breaking up, the same as earthquakes. Earthquakes. The surface of the planet, we are talking from the center out 6,000 plus kilometers. The core, molten iron or nickel or solid, we don't know. And just molten rock, magma, heavy. And then we have a splash of water on the surface. And you think that that is going to alter planet Earth's rotational speed? That there are things that either slow it down or speed it up. There is way too much momentum involved. It's not a skateboard or a bicycle. It's a planet. Heavy. Once it starts spinning, what did he say, 27? Sometimes.
And they're fractions of a millisecond. Are they accumulating in one direction or another? Are they just canceling each other out from day to day? Of course there's going to be a day in the year that has more of a shift than other days. That's how data work. You're going to make a federal case out of it? You're going to make a headline of it? Biggest shift of the year? Yeah, every year has a biggest shift. In each direction, there's a biggest shift. I think someone found out they can make clickbait out of it, and that's what we're in the middle of right now. So, rest calmly. Tonight or any other...
I stand by what I say. This is rubbish. The only one that I've given him the benefit of the doubt about is when he was talking about the planet's core. That's not science. That is not science. That is lies dressed up as science. But the lies are lies that are claiming knowledge that simply cannot be known. It simply cannot be known. The claims that, what was it, 85 centimeters of Earth's actual tilt has been increased by the amount of water pumped and displaced by humans between 1990 and 2010 or something stupid. People, you could drain the fucking oceans, drain it all and dump it all on the south, and if we are around like they say we are, it will just go. It is not going to slow the axis spin down because there is simply not enough weight. There is not enough anything to alter the momentum. Talking about slowing down and speeding up. It's a planet. Mamma mia. I can feel me getting triggered again. This wasn't supposed to happen. I stand by what I said. That is just a joke. Now it's clear to see why people are struggling with the common sense. 736,000, it was on 500 and something yesterday. 24 hours, another 200,000 views. What's the charge? $5. You get a membership, $5 or something a month or a year, I don't know. $3.5 million right there. And the most amazing fact is that when animals migrate from the north down to the south, it alters the speed at which the planet rotates on its axis. I stand by what I said. I will be there anytime, any place. My common sense versus your migrating animals having something to do with slowing or speeding the planet up. I am shocked. When I first woke up this morning, that little dread, I thought, oh no, what have I done? But now, crazy. Later, peeps. Anytime, any place. I don't even need a briefcase.